Well, look at who just strolled into an actual office. My brother-in-law Marcus lingered in the lobby of Patterson and Associates, grinning smugly at me as his junior colleagues clustered nearby like scavengers. I'd stopped by to deliver some documents my sister had left behind at Sunday brunch, dressed in jeans and a sweatshirt since I'd been handling tasks remotely all morning. What Marcus had no clue about was that the name on the sign, Patterson, was my own, likely showing up to plead for employment, Marcus declared loudly, making sure the whole front desk area caught every word. My wife's jobless sibling has been doing odd jobs for, what, 5 years already? Claire must be rough scraping by on whatever's left in the bank. His colleagues chuckled on cue, Marcus, a 7th-year attorney gunning for a partner spot, and they weren't about to challenge him. The front desk attendant, though, had turned ghostly white. "Mr. Holloway," she stammered uneasily. "Maybe we ought to." "It's okay, Amy," Marcus cut in, dismissing her with a flick of his hand. "Claire and I are related. I can talk straight. Actually, Claire, now that you're here, let me show you what genuine attorneys resemble. Meet my team. They rack up 2,000 billable hours annually, seal big transactions, earn real cash. You know, the total reverse of whatever you tap away at on your computer in cafes." I remained there, clutching my sister's file, staying silent. Amy, the front desk attendant, was rapidly keying something into her screen, her hands blurring over the keys. "So, what sort of odd jobs do you handle anyway?" Marcus pressed on, getting into the rhythm with his crowd. "Let me take a stab. Handling social media, acting as a remote helper, perhaps peddling handmade items online." His colleague sniggered. "Legal advisory services," I replied softly. "Legal advisory services?" Marcus echoed, his tone thick with scorn. "Sure. Backed by what qualifications? You attended some public college for your bachelor's, never even completed law school." "I did complete it," I clarified. "Yale Law, class of 2016. That halted him briefly. "Yale? That's not what Jennifer mentioned." "Jennifer doesn't have the full picture on me," I stated. My sister and I had drifted apart over time, particularly since she wed Marcus 3 years back. She was aware I'd attended law school, but figured I'd quit when I stopped bringing it up. Marcus bounced back fast. "All right, Yale Law, noteworthy. Then why aren't you at a proper practice? Why the odd jobs routine? Couldn't hack it in top-tier law, right?" "That's the issue with folks like you," Marcus stated, facing his colleagues. "Fancy education, tons of promise, but zero commitment, no drive. I wager you couldn't manage the long days, the stress, the true rigors of elite legal practice." "Mr. Holloway," Amy's tone grew insistent. "I truly must. Amy, I'm guiding my sister-in-law." "Kindly," screamed my calls. Marcus swung back toward me. "Tell you what, I'm in a giving mood. I'll chat with the recruitment team. Perhaps we can slot you into file review. Temporary gig, not flashy, but at least you'd be adding value to the world instead of faking productivity at coffee chains." "That's generous," I responded calmly. "I mean it. Patterson and Associates always seeks temp lawyers. A compensation solid, say $50 hourly, likely beats what you're pulling in. Interested? Shall I recommend you?" The elevator chimed right then. I observed Marcus's expression, anticipating the instant when it all flipped. He couldn't possibly foresee what was coming. Why would he? We crossed paths only a few times at gatherings, and I'd intentionally walled off my career from family matters. "Mr. Holloway," Amy was on her feet, her words nearly frantic. "The lead partner is Marcus, my dear." A deep voice boomed through the lobby. "Gerald Thompson, the practice's top executive and my guide for the last 8 years, emerged from the elevator with arms outstretched. "Heard there's a VIP here. Where's found her?" Gerald traversed the lobby in 4 quick steps and drew me into a firm embrace. "Claire Patterson, the elusive mastermind in person. What pulls you into headquarters? We hardly spot you these days. Too occupied transforming corporate law from your remote setup." I returned the hug, eyeing Marcus' reaction over Gerald's shoulder. "Just delivering some files for Jennifer. No intention of interrupting." "Interrupt? You established this place. Swing by any time." Gerald let go and pivoted to Marcus, beaming widely. "You're Marcus Hollowaysages. Holloway, right? Jennifer's spouse." Has anybody shown you to Claire? Marcus' lips parted and shut like a guppy's. Claire Patterson, Gerald proclaimed to the grouped colleagues, many gaping, puzzled. Yale Law, 2016, youngest to ace the New York bar in 10 years, creator of the Patterson method for business reorganizations, which, incidentally, gets taught at Harvard Business School, and lead founder. One colleague murmured, 8 years back, straight from Yale, Claire approached me with a game-changing strategy for corporate law. Gerald went on, unaware of Marcus' mounting dread. She'd spotted flaws in how practices managed mid-sized business clients, overlooked by elite outfits, too intricate for small local shops. She suggested a blended approach, top-level skills at small firm rates. I shopped it to various places, I added softly, still eyeing Marcus. Gerald alone paid attention. Paid attention, I put up my home as collateral to launch it, Gerald chuckled. Smartest move of my life. Claire designed it all, the operations, billing structures, focus areas. She brought in half our present partners. We expanded from 3 attorneys in a borrowed space to 65 lawyers in 4 locations. Patterson and Associates honors her. Marcus, from day one, Marcus had drained of all color. But Jennifer claimed you did odd jobs, said you operated remotely, that you lacked a proper position. I do operate remotely, I verified. I manage our trickiest clients from afar, those demanding total privacy. Just last year, I oversaw 14 business buyouts totaling $3.2 billion. I simply avoid the office when possible. Billion, Marcus muttered. Claire's personal net worth sits around $40 million, Gerald noted brightly, her firm earnings share, plus advisory income. She's the top-paid lawyer in the state under 40. Jennifer skipped that detail. Jennifer remains unaware, I replied. I avoid work talk with relatives, simplifies things. Amy regained her composure. Miss Patterson, I attempted to alert Mr. Holloway, but he... It's all right, Amy, I assured her with a smile. No damage. Marcus was kindly suggesting file review roles, very thoughtful. Gerald's brows arched high. File review? Claire, you haven't touched files since your second-year internship. You transformed our corporate law tactics, cited by the Supreme Court on 2 occasions. Why on earth would you? Oh. Realization hit him. He glanced at Marcus. Goodness. Marcus fixed his gaze on the reception wall, where a big photo I'd oddly overlooked before was mounted. It captured the original partners at our debut event 8 years prior. Gerald, me, and 2 more, my name etched on the plate beneath. Claire Patterson, lead founder. I had no clue, Marcus uttered faintly. Jennifer never mentioned. I figured you were out of work. She implied you were having a hard time. I'm not struggling, I stated plainly. I simply don't publicize my achievements. Varying priorities, I suppose. One colleague, a quiet young woman till now, chimed in. Miss Patterson, I applied your buyout template in the Henderson case last month. Genius move, saved the client $4 million in reorganization expenses. Appreciate it, I replied. Solid effort on Henderson, reviewed your filing quite detailed. She appeared ready to tear up with joy. Marcus appeared nauseous. Claire, Gerald ventured cautiously. Anything I need to address? You seem on edge. Not in the least, just handing off Jennifer's documents. I pass them to Amy. Please ensure she receives these. Absolutely, Miss Patterson. I started to exit, but Marcus' words halted me. Claire, hold on. Apologies. I had zero idea of your identity. Never aimed to offend, mock my profession, suggest file review at my own practice. I pivoted gradually. Marcus, you didn't offend me. You exposed your true self. A person who sizes up others by looks, who equates joblessness with zero value, who believes achievement must appear a specific way. I was kidding, he pleaded, sibling teasing, not serious. You meant it all, I cut in. You aim to shame me before your team, assert control, flaunt yourself. It's okay, I face guys like you throughout my career. The twist is, most don't do it on my turf. Gerald now scowled. Marcus, your partner evaluation's next month, isn't it? Marcus blanched further. Yes, sir. We'll review this. Partner status here demands more than hours logged. It calls for courtesy, teamwork, and sound decisions. This, he waved loosely at the space, this displays terrible judgment. Gerald, it's fine, I interjected swiftly. Marcus erred. We all err. You're overly kind, Claire, ever the case. Gerald eyed Marcus. But correct. Errors happen. Key is growth from them. View this as a growth moment, Mr. Holloway. Yes, sir, Marcus whispered, scarcely. I gathered my items and moved to the elevator. In the background, Gerald dove into a tale of my debut big case, colleagues circling to hear. Marcus lingered solo by the desk, gazing blankly. My phone vibrated as I hit my vehicle, a message from Jennifer. Marcus phoned. Sounds off. Something on us is superior. What's happening? I eyed the text a while, then replied. Lengthy tale. Let's chat. Lunch free? Always for you, noon at Luigi's. Ideal. I headed to the Airy, pondering how to unpack 8 years of intentional quiet to my sister, how to convey building a powerhouse while she believed I was just getting by, how to clarify hiding my wins, not from embarrassment, but to earn affection for my true self, not my feats. Jennifer waited at our regular spot upon arrival, her expression brimming with queries. All right, what's this madness? Marcus rang, frantic, claims you're a lead partner at his workplace. Impossible. I took the seat opposite. It's true, I launched Patterson and Associates 8 years ago, fresh from law school. Gerald Thompson and I constructed it jointly. Patterson and Associates. Patterson, she got, named for you. Yes, and you hit it. I attempted sharing, I said softly. Recall my Yale graduation? I mentioned launching a practice, you called it sweet, urged real-world practice first. A year on, when I raised it, you said you were pleased I'd found a distraction. Jennifer's features softened in regret. I dismissed you. Nobody believed, and that suited me. I sought purpose, not praise. Marcus claims you're worth roughly $40 million, plus or minus millions by quarter, and I pictured you in trouble. I've wired you food funds, her tone cracked. Oh God, you've taken my food cash. You meant well, I noted. I valued the intent. It all funnels to causes anyway. Causes? She chuckled through misty eyes. As I send $200 for basics, you're steering billion-dollar buyouts. Very forms of riches, I explained. You have a spouse, lovely residence, fulfilling days. That's wealth, too. A spouse who just shamed you at your own practice. She dabbed her eyes fiercely. Marcus recounted his words, every bit mortified. Claire, skip it. He was clueless, no justification. He pegged you jobless and treated you poorly for it. What reveals about him? About our life? I lacked a reply. Why conceal it? Jennifer pressed at last. Why the secrecy? I craved a bond free of cash or rank, a sister reaching out from longing, not awe, at my wins. Clear? Clear, she murmured. But Claire, I'd have beamed with pride. I do beam. You deserve my cheers for your triumphs. Perhaps, I waved the server, but then no more casual lunches. You'd hesitate wiring food cash. You'd handle me altered, like Marcus, precisely opposite. We chose wine and pasta and talked ease gradually. Jennifer quizzed on the practice, my duties, the world I'd run alongside hers. I shared late evenings crafting buyout contracts, tough clients, and sharp team members, the thrill of crafting from scratch. What's next? She wondered over dessert for Marcus. His call, I replied. Gerald's equitable. If Marcus absorbs this, improves, sharpens as attorney and individual, partner track awaits. If not, no, straightforward. And us our tie, I extended across the table, clasping her hand. Unchanged, you're my sister. I'm the gal taking your food cash, typing from cafes, who also leads a key law practice. You normalize it so well. It's my everyday. Anyway, my phone pinged. Gerald's text. Marcus sent official regrets. Detailed. Lad shows promise. Plus Teams W Phantom Partner. Legend status. I displayed it to Jennifer. She giggled. Anyway, Phantom Partner spot on. I see myself as optionally present. Claire, Jennifer grew earnest. Thanks for sparing Marcus's path. You could erect it justly. He's your spouse, I noted plainly, and perhaps he'll gain insight, perhaps better himself. Perhaps, she conceded, or I would a guy valuing folks by finances and roles. Yours to sort, I urged mildly. I supply legal know-how, personal bits are yours. We wrapped lunch, embraced farewell in the lot. Jennifer clung extra. Love you, she voiced, thriving or toughing, renowned or hidden, lead founder or odd jobber, love you. Love you too, I echoed. Now head home, tackle deep talk with hubby on courtesy, presumptions, family treatment. On it, she vowed sternly. I returned to my remote workspace, a repurposed outbuilding behind my true residence, the one Jennifer never saw, as I always picked meetups, and settled at my station. 3 fresh buyout pitches in email, potential clients sought advice. Gerald passed a piece on reorganizations, naming my input 4 times. Phantom partner, the team named me, elusive mastermind, lead founder unseen. I viewed myself as plain Claire, who'd quietly erected a realm, reshaped corporate law remotely, showed triumph, needs no show, no nods, no external okay. Marcus had labeled me a handout case, scoffed my odd jobs, cafe typing.